Do you see how flawless this is? This will never do me wrong. Ever, 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 ever. Hey sis, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I did a full face of oldie but goodie products. These are products that I used to use way back in my makeup journey when I first started doing makeup, and most of these products I still love to this day. So I created this smoky mauvey eyeshadow look and just did a natural complexion. So if you guys are interested in how I achieved today's look, then just continue to watch. Alright sis, so I have my brows done. So I've used two of my oldie but goodies, the LA Girl Concealer in Fawn and my Maybelline Concealer in Hazelnut. So I use Fawn at the bottom and I use Hazelnut at the top. So we're gonna move on to our eyeshadow today. So I'm gonna take Fawn again and just prime my eyelids. I always start my eyes and forget that I want to zoom you guys in, so I'm going to zoom you guys in. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out. Alright, so eyeshadow of choice today is my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, guys. This is an oldie but goodie to me. I got this when I used to work at Sephora. When I got this, I was like, yeah, like I'm officially in the makeup game. Back in my old videos, I used to use this eyeshadow a lot. I didn't use it as much because nothing has hit pan yet. But yeah, this used to be an eyeshadow that I've always loved. It's just a very basic neutrals eyeshadow palette. It has a black eyeshadow. There's not much eyeshadow palettes that have black in it. So yeah, we're gonna use this today. And I think I wanna go for like a smoky grayish mauve kind of eyeshadow look today. So I'm gonna dip in to this shade here and we're gonna use that as the transition color today. So for my crease color, I'm gonna go in with this shade here. It's like a grayish, brownish shade. I'm gonna use that as my crease color just to kind of deepen up the look and kind of smoke it out. I think I'm probably gonna concentrate this on the outer portion of my eyes. This is almost like a black that I'm seeing, but it's like a very dark gray. So I'm literally going to pretty much put it on my outer V, and it's super pigmented. Like I'm dipping into the color, I'm dusting it off, and it's still giving me like a decent amount of pigment. So that is always good. I'm gonna go back in with my fluffy brush just to blend out the edges. Going for just a nice mauvey smoky eye. All right, and then taking a flat brush, I'm gonna dip into this shade here. It's just like a nice nude shade, and I'm gonna apply that all over my lids, the open space. And this is pretty much like an all matte look. So I'm just gonna go back in with the transition color brush and pretty much just diffuse. I didn't put any of the product on. I'm just gonna use what's left on it and just diffuse out the edges and make sure everything is pretty much blending together. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the eye look. Very simple. I used three basic colors to achieve this look. I'm gonna do a wing liner. What I'm gonna use is not an oldie, but it's a current goodie. So I'm gonna take my e.l.f. liquid liner. This is in jet black, and we're just gonna create a natural wing liner. I may do an inner corner wing, but I'll do that after I do my complexion. I'm gonna put on my lashes and then we'll be back to start on complexion. All right, sis, lashes are on. I want to do a bit of a dramatic eye today in terms of lashes. These ones I got from Amazon. I'll link the exact, if my friend gives me the link, I'll link it down in the description box below. But yeah, we're gonna move on to complexion. So for primer, I'm gonna take my NYX Angel Veil Primer. I used to use this a lot back in the day. To me, it just makes my skin feel super smooth. It still mattifies for some reason. And it just makes my makeup come out. It just makes my makeup come out super smooth. And this does come out like creamy. And it does leave like a white film, but that is like the least of your problems because we're going in with product after anyways. So yeah, other than that, this primer has been like something I've always loved. I kind of forgot about it, but hey, that's the reason for this video, just to go back to what I used to use. So I'm looking like a ghost right now, but we're gonna go ahead and conceal. I'm gonna take my Maybelline concealer in Hazelnut, and we're just going to pretty much conceal the under eyes and any dark spots that I have. Take my Quo foundation brush. A lot of you guys have been asking about this brush, and unfortunately it is a brush, I think I've looked everywhere, but it's a brush that you could only get in Canada. I'm going to try and see if I could find a dupe for it, something super similar. I did also say that I am giving away one of these brushes to one lucky subscriber who I will be messaging soon. So be on the lookout. I will be messaging you on your Instagram if you did follow my rules. I know a few of you do want it, but I am gonna look for just a brush that is similar to this one. All right, so for foundation, I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This literally probably was my first foundation ever. Like, this was my first foundation ever. I'm pretty sure. Like, this is definitely an oldie but goodie. Like, you definitely can't go wrong with this foundation. I'm using 356. I used to use 355 for the longest time until I came across 356. I feel like 356 is just a better match for me. So yeah, I'm gonna use this as my foundation today. I like this foundation because it isn't too cakey. It's hydrating yet matte. They do have two formulas. They have the mattifying formula and the hydrating formula. So depending on your skin type, you'll just go for whatever works for you. But you cannot go wrong with this foundation, guys. You can't. Do you see how flawless this is? Do you see how flawless this is? This will never do me wrong. Ever, 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 ever. So I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Concealer in Fawn. I used to use this all the time for my highlighting and contouring. So I'm just gonna use this to highlight. I am gonna mix it with another LA Girl Concealer. I believe it's in Creamy Beige, just to give me just that really highlighted look. I'm just gonna add a bit of this just to like the inner corner here, just to brighten up the under eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out. To cream contour, I'm gonna take my black Opal contour stick. This is in black walnut, and I'm just gonna use this to cream contour my cheekbones. I think this was like one of my favorite contour, like cream contour products, because I bought one that was like my foundation shade, and then I bought one that was a bit darker. So this was definitely one of my first cream contour products. All right, to set everything now, we're gonna go in with the Maybelline loose setting powder. This is in a medium deep. This actually is an oldie, but I still use it till this day. Just because it's very affordable and it gets the job done. All right, so to powder contour, I'm gonna take my LA Girl pressed powder. This is in Cocoa. I used to use this a lot. Look at it, it's at pan now. And we're just gonna use this to powder contour. All right, for my all over powder, I'm gonna take my CoverGirl Clean Fresh pressed powder. I used to use the CoverGirl powder, but it wasn't this one. It was the one in the brown packaging, but I don't have it at the moment. So we're just gonna use this one just to set the rest of our face. I'm gonna take my Annabelle retractable eyeliner. I don't have any other liner for my waterline except for this one. So we're just gonna use this today. And then I'm gonna go back into this palette and I'm just gonna take this shade that we use for a transition color and just blend it on my bottom lash line. For mascara, I'm gonna take my Maybelline Great Lash Mascara. For blush, I'm gonna go in with my Benefit Cosmetic Living the California Dream blush. This is literally an oldie but goodie. I use this like religiously back in the day. For highlighter, I'm taking my Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. This was like, I remember when everyone used to talk about this highlighter. This used to be an oldie but goodie. It's kind of falling apart, but it's still surviving. All right, moving on to lips. I'm gonna take my Kiss New York lip liner in chocolate and just outline my lips. All right, and then for lips, I'm taking my NYX Lingerie. If you don't have a NYX Lingerie in your makeup kit, you, unfortunately, I don't know, like what's going on? Why don't you have this in your kit? This is in a Corset that I'm gonna use today. This is definitely an oldie but goodie. This is honestly just a nice nude shade for us darker complexion. You can't go wrong with the NYX Lingerie. Okay, I don't have an oldie but goodie setting spray, so I'm just gonna use what I have. I'm gonna use my Catrice Prime and Fine Anti-Shine Spray and just set everything in place. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put something on to finish up the look, and that's pretty much it for this look, guys. I'll be back for the slow-mos. I feel like adding gloss.